Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we're going to continue building some stuff. I can feel some soreness in my throat coming on. I hope it's not another fucking sickness. Literally mid of January, and we might be sick again. So I'm going to try to take it easier on my throat as best as I can. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So I have been working on Terraria. It's going the way you think it goes. Currently, this is what I have right now. And it's a Tuesday, as you can clearly see. My hope here is to post this sometime late Wednesday. So we'll see how that goes, but for now, I gotta record this, get this done with, and then see what I can do about getting that done with. It's a lot of work to get done with. The background itself, basically, it's the sky region. So it's gonna be mostly clouds in the sky. I might get rid of a few clouds here and there. Other than that, though, well, it's mostly clouds, which makes sense. Given the fact that it's supposed to be a region in the sky. The Nimbulus Empyrean, if that was how that one word is pronounced. It's a cool word for a sky region, and a region that is technically extreme due to certain circumstances. So it's definitely something. Definitely something indeed. Aside from that, though, there's like 3 more regions left before I finish all of the creatures from the book. I can even show you references here of the creatures from the book. This guy, from the book, the Heldren. This guy, also from the book, the Ronkive, or whatever that was called. And then this guy, name I have forgotten, but I think I have it here. Aerialus. Aerialus, probably what that's going to be called. And that's a Temparius, but that's not from the book. This is from the book, which is supposed to be a face of some kind, but it's kind of blending into the clouds a little. I got to figure out what to do with that there. And then this guy and that guy. Simple. Well, these two are simple. This one's not simple at all. Good thing I only need to draw one of him. So yeah. Another region is getting made. And I will say it's not as bad compared to the other regions. Not saying it's not bad. The background itself wasn't as bad, but it's still technically not done yet if I want to like add more things to it. But as it stands right now, it's about as finished as it's going to get until I can get the creatures done with and then start working on doing the background adjustments that need to be made. So, for the most part, still a bit left to go, but theoretically it shouldn't take too long. If I can't get it done with Wednesday, I can get it done with early Wednesday, and then try to do the next episode of Heavenly Deadland. Yeah, that's right, that's back. That's back from its 2-month hiatus. We're going to be closing off Season 1 of that series. Shit's gonna go down. Which makes sense. We're getting close to the end of the first season. But I have plans for 2 seasons at least. So there's going to be a bit more going on with it. But right now I only really have plans for 2 seasons. I have a potential 3rd season, but I'm not going to really focus on it at the moment. Is this not touching the edge? It's not. It doesn't look... Yeah, no, it's not. It's hard to tell because I can't see shit. You should touch the edge. Wrong direction. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to work on. Heavenly Deadland. There's a few things that I gotta get worked on here. Well, a few. The month of January is a relatively complex month in the sense that we had 2 series that we just finished, but we still have 2 more left, Criteria and the Warp Room, which is going to be the snow region, or the snow warp room. Warp Room Snow. I could show you the thing here. Warp Room Snow. If you're wondering what that is, chapter-based, second, I have like most of everything here. You can see all of the ideas in mine. So for those that are interested in stuff like this, or the animals, or Chrome Wars, I got a lot of Chrome Wars in mind. Makes sense because we're in the bit here where Chrome Wars is going to continuously expand. And Nova Guardians, question mark? I mean, not for nothing, I have been working on it, but I'm going to have to start working on the thumbnail for Borderlands 2 soon. Because I'm going to be finished with that, you know, the first playthrough, I guess. I didn't really expand upon this, did I? You also see some unique ideas in there. If you've seen one from there, I did one of Miss Refrigerator. The surprised on my face when I didn't find anything involving that character in the Rule 34 department. Surprising. That rule does not spare anybody. Neither it be, unfortunately, miners, or the other part with the E, miners, dwarfmen, or dwarf women. And then there's, of course, fridge, or lamp. But no, there's nothing for Miss Refrigerator. So, I was the first. I am over here, staking a claim that I am the first. Wherever it is, I have no clue where to look for it. You look it up on DeviantArt, you will find it easily. Assuming you have the mature filter on, which I don't know if it will show if you don't have that on. The point here, though, is I'm the first. You should have been a little quicker. Oh, and there's GOG doing its update thing. What's wrong, GOG? Well, you hide yourself. I'm busy, as you can clearly see. Why is GOG trying to update? I don't know. Most likely not really going to get to that anytime soon. You know, just due to the fact that the only game on there that I have is Croc, and I finished it. And now we're waiting for Croc 2 remake. Well, not a remake, but you know what I mean. I already finished off Croc. Hopefully. Hopefully the devs don't decide to add in dev time trials that utilizes the glitch, the hover glitch, that they purposely added in there for the sake of authenticity, or whatever the hell that's called. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I chose this one. Also, where am I going? Also, what are you doing? You're just a black screen. Get out of here. Unless you're going to do some updates, get. It looks like this is where this is going to go down further into the Icy Peaks, I think it's called. You can tell I haven't been focused on the regions, names, and all that stuff. Yep, Icy Peaks. When I can't perfectly call back on what the region is called. But it looks as though this is where we are. I got a lot of drawing ideas, but trying to get to them all is a Herculean task when I have so many other things in mind and not a lot of space. Okay, there we go. I had this one drawing idea in mind of a normal drawing, because I can only do a normal drawing of this character from that new, new? Well, it's new to me. That new anime. Something, Gaicha Pon or something. That's not it. That's not even close. I'm thinking of the other thing. Scroll. There it is. Gaicha Kuta. And the character drawing I have in mind is Rio. She's a pretty cool looking character. Almost reminds me of Tina, my own character from Nova Guardians. Some point I want to draw her and Tina, because I feel like those two would definitely get along. Hell, I think most of the Nova Guardian cast crew would get along with pretty much mostly everybody from that universe, just due to how important teamwork is in certain circles. I mean, it makes sense. When you think of the Nova Guardian crew, if you don't remember, Shikama, Yashashi, Tina, John, they bicker. Yeah, they got their bickering moments, but it's like banter. It's nice little character building. The characters have hang out with each other for so long that they have basically started bickering and teasing each other in sense of what's the word I'm looking for? But wait, I need water. I forgot. Water is important. All around good, I guess, character relationships. Oop, that's not where I want to go. I don't even know what that's for. Fast travel activation tower. It's like Nock and the crew from Final Fantasy 15. Where you really just feel the brotherhoodness between the three guys. It's something like that. I'm on the verge of possibly being sick. I have another excuse as to why I'm struggling trying to find the words I want to find to say. It's very annoying. I hate the winter. I hate the summer. I prefer the spring, and fall's a close second. I hate the intense cold. That makes me sick. I hate the intense heat. That makes me exhausted. I feel like I can hate both. There are 2 more seasons. Anyways, as I was saying, I definitely do feel like those two would get along. Both Tina and Rio. I think Rio. I'm pretty sure that's her name. Whoop. No. Well, at least... Yeah. I was right. Of course I'm right. Why wouldn't I be right? But then there's also the fact that I want to try to get all of Luna's gadgets made. So I could either forego that, because do I even have that set up yet? No, it's still a question mark. Question mark means I don't know what I want to do for that slot yet. Could be anything, really. Well, you know what? That's fine. So there's either a safe for work drawing of a cool character, or we have Luna go after I forgot Gladys, the robot. Yeah, that's right. I've done a refrigerator. Now we can do a robot. Maybe. I have ideas in mind, and it's already been hinted at with Fade hugging onto a little turret. You know those turrets? Only this turret shoots bubbles instead of bullets. And it's a cute moment. Anything involving Fade is wholesome and cute. Anything involving Luna is sure to be saucy. Except for the time that Luna rocked out with Kyoka. That one was wholesome. Other than that, though, 9 times out of 10, it usually is never involving anything wholesome like Fade is. The funny thing is, if it wasn't for Fade, we wouldn't have Luna. I like all those characters. I like all of my creations, really. My creations are what keeps me going. I feel like most people just don't have that motivation. Well, get motivated by making a character you enjoy. You can't demotivate me. I am persistent to a detriment. It's so detrimental of my persistence. But you know what? We need persistence nowadays. It's a shame how little persistence exists in the newer generation. Old man yelling at clouds, even though I'm 29 going on 30. I don't feel old, though. I mean, working out probably has helped that a lot. I'm getting there slowly but surely in the muscles department. Now I just gotta get rid of this gut. And once that happens, well, I will be more fit, and old age will probably not be as bad because my body will be more physically in shape. I think that's the one thing that people just don't seem to understand when it comes to working out. You want to better yourself. You try to work out to get women or men, depending on, what type of person you're going for. You're not going to find happiness in yourself. You'll probably find happiness and pleasure, if possible, but most likely not yourself. Reasons being because, well, isn't it pretty obvious? You're not going to feel good when you're older. You're only really doing it for one reason. I mean, I guess either way works, but if one doesn't work out and you give up because I worked out but no woman wants to date me still, and then you stop working out, well, there goes all your progress, son. The thing you need to think about is yourself. Think about yourself first. You do that, and I guarantee you'll probably feel better. Also, adopt some kind of diet. I'm trying it without the diet, because I don't know if I can stick with it. I most likely wouldn't be able to stick with it. The idea here is to be able to work out to a point where I can burn all the calories I eat. Well, not all of them, because that's not healthy, but you know what I mean. Burn a lot of calories and keep a balance. Isn't that basically what that's supposed to be? So that's what I'm working on that theory. And I like it. I've always liked working out, but trying to find the time to do so was just impossible with my hours. So having a moment to be able to do it at work without any complications, because I've done it so much to a point now where I think I have basically managed to pass any hurdle of my body becoming too sore. Because again, you still gotta work for 8 hours, and then you got every hour doing a workout. So needless to say, all of that I've been working on, it's a slow process, but some progress is better than no progress. It's like what I say with this and like what I say with Nova Guardians. I've made some progress. Okay, hold on. I probably could open it up because there's not a lot being shown here since this is in the temp folder. Base, fizzed, temp, Nova Guardians. It might not look like a lot, but I have more characters. Vanessa's squad, Fu, Mikey, Kiahana's squad, Arya's squad, Higa's squad, the Metroidvania squad, basically. And I've got Fry from Sarah's squad. I still got 3 more left to do. So progress has been made, and all things considered, it's just now I'm taking it one character at a time, and now I also got Borderlands to have to worry about. Makes sense, right? I think I'm doing the Underdome next, but only doing the 3 preliminary so I can get like the free skill point. Wait a minute, I think this is 4. Yep. So unfortunately, I'm not doing all that. And my main reasons for not doing all that primarily just consists of that game mode or DLC being kind of buggy. And also the fact that the enhanced edition is pretty unoptimized to a point where if you run for any given length of time that's a bit too long, well, you're going to risk crashing and then all that progress you've made is gone. There is a way to fix it, though, by deleting something in the movie folder. But even then, that's like hours worth of progress for one zone. And even so, I feel like that should be saved until I've gotten level 69 gear, I think it was. All legendaries, all perfectly set to my playstyle. So on and so forth. Until eventually, we can get through, no problem, and destroy everyone. Of course, we would also be pretty we'd be pretty much a glass cannon ourselves. But the idea here is to kill them before they kill us. But that's not going to be the idea, because I don't want to have to go through hours worth of progress and then it crashes and then everything resets. That's just not fun. It's also just a very long and lengthy procedure. It is way too long. There's no balance there. Like the preliminaries, I feel like are the perfect ones. Those being the only ones there would have been fine. Maybe you could have reduced it to like 10 rounds or whatever it was called. I think it's like 5 rounds and 5 ways each, which is like, what is it, 25? Which in of itself, that's still a lot to go through. But it's somebody said something about like it being 30 rounds. So 30 times 5 is 150. That doesn't seem right, but I mean, I know that that entire DLC is just absurdly lengthy. Where even if you had somebody hosting it at like a low level, I don't think you're going to really be finding any good means of getting through it quickly enough if an enemy glitches underneath the map or something to where you can't kill them. All this to say that I'm not interested in trying to do the biggest one there is. It's not gonna fly. It's all gonna go wrong. There's just nothing fun or satisfying about having to go through an absurdly lengthy series of having to kill several hundred enemies and so on and so forth. Can't blame me for that. Blame the developers for thinking that the Underdome was a good idea. Our concept could have been great. Execution could have been better. Concept was great, execution could have been better. That makes more sense. The point I'm trying to make here is no. Simply no. I'm not going to do that. I'm only going to do the beginning ones, get my 3 free skill points, and I'm going to Xbox DLC. Makes sense. Don't know what else more to say, really. I mean, Zombie Island didn't really take too long. What are you murmuring at? And General Knox is probably going to be in the same department, minus being able to kill Crawmerix. Like, there's a way you can do it without having to, like, get the best gear, but also it's like... Okay, I mean, I do have... Oh, no. I technically have a good SMG. Right, Boosh? Who's crying at me for some reason? Oh, there she goes. Laying down and probably going to sleep soon. Yeah, I do have a good SMG. It's just the thing is, I don't know if it's going to be enough if I get to the spot that allows me to stay safe. Probably not. I mean, do I even remember how to get up there is the thing? No clue. But I know Crawmerix is not an easy task. He's a raid boss, after all. Absurdly tanky. Like, annoyingly tanky, one might say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how else you would do raid bosses without having to make them tanky, because if you get through raid bosses pretty quickly, then they're not really a boss that requires you to bring in friends. If you have a broken-ass build that can kill Crawmerix pretty quickly, then yeah, obviously, you're going to be able to kill him quickly. But on normal playthroughs, he's not going to be anything but a bullet sponge. What? I thought I grabbed an even piece. Apparently, I did not. Yep. God, this freaking throat of mine is very annoying. Trying not to be too bombastic in hopes of being able to spare my throat from the obsessiveness of having to talk to fill in the space for this. I mean, it makes sense, right? Could just not speak, but then it's just empty air with nothing really going on. And we can't have that now, can we? Well, we could. But I'm not gonna. Still gonna speak. There is one thing, though, I can talk about. Hytale's early access has finally come out. Like, seriously. No joke, no fooling. Captain Sparkles even posted an episode of him surviving the first night. You know it's legit if he's the one posting it. And that's right, folks. Hytale is finally in early access. It's doing the same thing that Minecraft did, having an early build that people can immediately access. Like early alpha, in this case, early access. I don't know what the hell Riot Games was doing. I'm pretty sure that was the people who had their hands on Hytale before they, I think, sold it back to the original devs. And the original devs went out of their way to, like, dig up codes from before to be able to create this early access build. Now, of course, it's not going to be perfect, obviously. But finally having an early access build of that game is nice. As for me, I see myself with 2 cakes. Well, I reckon once I'm finished with Terraria, Nukem Edition, assuming I can't make an ROTC cat in Hytale for some reason, because, you know, they have a different avatar system than what Minecraft has in Java, then If there's a pair of sunglasses, Hytale Nukem Edition. Because I'm probably, even though I have experience with Minecraft, I'm probably not going to, be able to survive for very long in Hytale. Fully expect that. So being a duplicate Duke is pretty much our fate here. Might not be a good fate, but, if you can change your fate, would you? Ah, shit, I think this is in the other. Well, maybe it's not. Hold on. Cool. Okay, well, I see now. I see what must be done. No problem. No, that's a problem. That was a problem there. Boom. I hope. So yeah, potentially when we're done with Terraria Nukem Edition, we can go on ahead and instead of doing Calamity, because I'm sure that's gonna piss me off more than hard mode is right now with the nonsense that I said I have a plan for, but a plan we have to wait for until Subnautica is finished. I'm seeing a few thumbnails I'm gonna have to get made soon. So we got ourselves some amount of work ahead of us. But yeah, no, potentially. If anything, just, to have that going on alongside Minecraft. Because why not? There's no reason for me to migrate all the way into Hytale when I can do both. Makes sense, right? We have Minecraft with the ROTC cat building a modern civilization kingdom of some sorts. And then in Hytale we have Duke Nukem building his own kingdom because he got sick and tired of having to live in a world, or at least the duplicants got sick and tired, of having to live in a world where these overpowered bastards reside, constantly killing Duke because they do way too much fucking damage. And Duke just does not have the mobility that he needs. And Hytale, they got dagger tech that allows them to basically sprint forward at high speed using the dagger. Like, sure, we got some movement tech in Terraria, but unfortunately, Duke Nukem feels pretty clunky there. That is just how that goes, unfortunate. But hey, we finish up Terraria, we do a Hytale series, do what we do, hope that we can bring old worlds into new updates. I have no clue how that's going to go. Where the hell is the... Oh, wait a minute. I keep forgetting where I'm at here. Also, I need you to be here. Okay, that should be fine. You two cannot be here. But you two can be here. So anyways, yeah. That's on my mind as of late. Though I don't know where you can buy it. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, Hytale.com. I don't know if this is the same place. There's a pre-purchase. How much does it cost? Early access available. $20 for early access. Yeah, I mean, standard edition is fine for me. Assuming that's the right site, but I'm not too focused on it right now. Nope. Right now I gotta get through Terraria, Nukem Edition, which might last for 2 seasons. It depends on how the hell all of that's gonna go. Like, Duke's got a plan, and it's a pretty good plan. It's just, is it gonna be enough? I don't know. Duke's going for a grudge match, and the only way he can manage to successfully pull off this grudge match is if he can get a certain something for a certain gun. Needless to say, I think we need to focus on also making sure we can instantly heal ourselves and say fuck the potion time, because the potion time sucks ass. Even with the Philosopher's Stone, the potion time sucks ass. Why does it have to be a minute by default? That's such a long ass time. Couldn't it be like 30 minutes or something? Or 30 minutes. Couldn't it be infinity? No. Couldn't it be 30 seconds or something? Something more reasonable? I don't see why we have to be so long. 30 seconds sounds pretty reasonable if you ask me. 30 seconds don't seem too out of the way, you know? A good 30 seconds, and then with the Philosopher's Stone, probably like 27 or something. If it wasn't for the potion times being so agonizingly long for no fucking reason other than to just make it so goddamn difficult to heal. I have a plan for that too. And no, we're not doing mods, we're doing vanilla. I think at this point I've forgone the mods and decide to go to Hytale as soon as I'm done with Terraria. Because honestly, I do feel like Hytale and Minecraft both going on at the same time. First of all, both block building games. I mean, for the most part, anyways. There's adventure and stuff, but you know we're going to be building a civilization in Hytale. I don't know what the village situation will be like, though. Because in Minecraft, we have a system in place where we can cure villagers from zombification. We're probably not going to have the same thing in Hytale. Maybe recruiting villagers? Who knows? We'll see. I could also just watch Captain Sparkles play it. But if I'm going to watch it, I need to have my time focused on that. And I need my time focused on finishing this today. Which I can zoom out. Now, there's still a lot left here. So yeah, I have some stuff in mind. Some stuff. Not too much, though. But I got some stuff. Yep. Yes, sirree. Mm-hmm. Everybody out there building their dirt houses in Hytale. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try to make a frickin' wood little hut, similar to what I did in Minecraft. It's gonna definitely feel weird playing a Minecraft style game and not having any creepers of some sorts. The creepers most specifically, and I guess the Enderman as well. I'm sure they have their own particular types of those things in mind. What will they be? No clue. Like I said, I haven't checked up in on it yet. People have already created like wall jumping techniques with ladder parkour. I'd say if I wanted to make a nice, well-defended house on like a cliffside, I just have a wall running parkour set getting me up to my house. Though meanwhile in Minecraft, I literally live on a cliffside, preventing spiders and stuff. I mean, we advanced far enough into Minecraft to where the mobs there do not have any means of being able to annoy us outside of Enderman, with their abilities to move blocks around. And again, I don't know what mobs are in Hytale. It looks like there is some kind of corruption spreading thing that we'd have to worry about, but you know, a sky island where my castle or town resides, and a parkour system to get me up there. That would make the most sense to me. A parkour system, i.e. ladder parkour, which is wall jumping. I do find that to be funny, though. And also, if Hytale keeps doing as good as it is doing, hopefully, maybe Minecraft, the developers there, will start focusing on adding a lot of good stuff, working hard and getting all that stuff done with to, like, stay in competition. Because competition is healthy when it comes to stuff like that. Makes sense, if you ask me. Makes a lot of sense. Anyways, can't wait. Gonna have to wait, though. But something to look forward to in the future. Duke Nukem goes on to greener pastures, and hopefully not have to worry about overly challenging monsters trying to kill him. Again, I don't know what to expect in that game. No clue. Could be anything, really. Also, where are we at right now? Yeah, we're right here. I do think we need to start working on the mountainside here sooner. So we're going to make some cliff sides here, I suppose. Makes the sense, though, if you ask me. You know, I had one thought process in mind. With me having recently been watching the Game Grumps series, I have this one potential idea in mind of me, like, playing some Mario games. First of all, I would have to figure out how to set my Nintendo Switch up to my monitor onto here and hope that would work. I don't have any capture cards or anything like that. I can screen record what I'm doing right now with OBS. What I have been doing now because I am sick and tired of trying to get the screen to work. I'd rather you just see this multiple times, showcasing that I have made so many complex drawings, than you just not seeing the screen because for some goddamn reason OBS was like, oh, I couldn't detect it this time around, but give me a second, I can get there. I mean, there's gotta be, like, I might need some kind of adapter, though. Unless, no, because that's not HDMI, and I don't know where HDMI is on the back. It doesn't matter right now. It's a potential idea. But if I were to do that, I would have to make thumbnails for stuff. But the idea in mind, essentially, is me making, like, 11-minute episodes each of, let's say, me going through and being annoyed at the original Super Mario 64. Because I would try to get the all of the stars, but I am going to be aggravated. Expect me to be pissed, because I remember the controls in that game kind of sucking, tank controls and whatnot. And also my hands are probably going to be sore from attempting to play that perfectly. But it would be like 11 minutes, and it would be daily. But I would be by myself, unfortunately. I wouldn't have the what-you-call-its. But I could still, post it. Work on it bit by bit. Have like a cliffhanger. Ooh, here we are. Though it'd still kind of be... Actually, I have no clue what the end part would be. Would I still have it go down to me? Would I even be able to tab out of my games to check to see if everything's recording properly? No clue. My intros would have to be entirely different for that to work. I mean, I guess technically speaking, it's like it wouldn't be posted at the same time. If I were to have to pick a time, I would say maybe 2 o'clock or something. We got 12 as our normal posting time, but 2 o'clock for the 11-minute episodes of me playing Super Mario 64 and painstakingly 100%ing it because I'm a masochist and I want to be angry for some reason. I don't know. It's a good way for me to be able to play Mario games and not have to, like, you know, spend too much time. Like, would it be daily or would it only be on the weeks? Because if I did it daily, then that means I would have to spend 77 minutes around that time frame recording the 7 episodes needed to then post in a week span. That's the way I see it. Basically, it's like a little over an hour more time to work on stuff. It's a lot of effort, even though we're not really going to be editing anything outside of, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe we could attempt to see if we can't edit some stuff in, right? Just like cut to a little video of me just doing the outro and then boom, here's the thing here that shows you stuff. The last episode I edited stuff. You didn't see Jimbo, unfortunately. Jimbo! Whoa! But you did at least see the event. The event, you know, that event. The one that of which you saw here, that event. Yeah, that event's not going on yet. It's January. Not time yet. We're not there just yet. We're going to be there, though. Just not yet. But yeah, I know. Microsoft Clipchamp editing tool for somebody who doesn't know how to edit. Sure, why not? I would say hi-fi me, but that is a lot of waiting for the thing to compile everything. And it turns it into an MP4 as well. But the option is there. We can do it. We can record an outro and then have that play as we close out the episode. Do I have to do it every single time, or do I have like a set thing to go for each one? Would I need to do it every single time? Probably not. Nope, wrong one. That was wrong. That was incorrect and flawed. Anyways, just something to think about. If I can ever figure out how to have the Switch connected to my computer, I might need an adapter to be able to actually even connect it. Though I would want to get my hands on some, what you call it. I also haven't the foggiest clue how, you know, Nintendo feels about Let's Plays, especially of my caliber being an unknown channel, not known by any, despite my hundreds of videos still unknown. I mean, Subnautica is doing pretty good. Good for the standards, at least. But, other than that, still unknown. Still barely known. Which could be considered a good thing. God, I can fucking feel the cough trying to come out. And the only thing is I don't have NyQuil. I got DayQuil. Don't have NyQuil. It's so annoying. I hate the winter. I hate the extreme cold and I hate the extreme heat. Said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll keep on saying it until it stops being so goddamn cold. Oh, it's yawning time now. I am tired. Coffee machine broke. Got water leader though. Right. I don't know why I thought this was this small. Also, don't know why the coffee machine broke. It's very annoying. Probably saving on, not having a whole bunch of calories consumed, but also at the same time, I'm tired. I'm so damn tired. Wish I wasn't tired. Wish tired wasn't a thing I was feeling, But I am tired. Very tired. Extraordinarily tired. Word. Oof. Oh, also, where is this? Corner piece. Got it. Too far out. Go this way. It is a good way to be able to play those games still, because I don't have time to play much of anything. Again, it sucks. I can't even play Outer Worlds 2 for like an hour without me going 12 hours in, unable to stop. Mainly because just nice to be able to play a game. Not been able to do much of that outside of like a small select time. I'd say the only thing that really stopped me at that point was just it was getting a little frustrating towards certain moments. Which makes sense. Playing any game for multiple periods of time would get frustrating. That's another series I could possibly do on the channel is Outer Worlds. I enjoyed the first game. Want to play the second one. Don't have the time for it. So make a YouTube series on it. Makes sense. No reason not to. Alright. I should... First of all, what's your number? 11 at 32. Okay, well, 11's not the one we want. But we want it to be up here, so keep with the horizon. If it goes past that point, too big. Okay, good. For now, at least. So anyways, there are ideas on the horizon. Just letting you know. We get even more episodes and whatnot out if we did it like that. The amount of episodes we would have on the channel, the videos we would have. Jesus Christ. Somebody came home and they dropped something next door. Don't know what it is, though. Yeah, I'll check. I'll check real quick. I got like 5 minutes. How many videos do they have on their channel? Whoa. 9.6K videos. So that's a lot of videos. Of course, they're a time frame deal, Meanwhile, I'm over here doing the hour and having a video, a video every week, only on the weeks. Had it on the weekend at one point. But then I think I just got kind of tired of Lethal Company. I could barely do much with certain enemies like the coil head. If I had implemented a mod to make it to where there was something there to kind of just occupy it, like there is some video camera thing that you can get that basically just prevents the coil head from moving. I think if I had some more mods installed to like combat a large majority of the creatures, since I am by myself and having more means to combat these creatures would help my chances of surviving and progressing in that one mod pack, then it would have been fine. But I think I just kind of, run the course with Lethal, which is fine. Like, some of these series runs their course, just like Art Time ran its course. My main focus here was just trying to have more time to do stuff. Subnautica going on is great because now it's only an hour to record some videos, and it's like 5 videos to record. Theoretically, 5 hours. I end up having to record Game Crafters on Tuesday anyways, and now Wednesday because it's past 12. Yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of things, and whatnot. Okay, all right. We don't got a lot of time to do anything else here, and this looks like it's a bit more. This is a wall. You gotta realize that this is a wall. And it's going to keep going up to reach the frozen tops. So this is going to be a bit more complex. I'm debating whether I should... Oh, well, if I do that, I got to do that one off camera. That's a very special one that I got to do off camera. It's fine now. Are you level 6? It is level 6. Cool. We are making progress, though. Just, I want to work on this at some point, but I want to work on the voice logs at some point. But I also got to get Nova Guard. I got too many things on my plates. Once I'm done with Nova Guardians, the only other massively complex drawing I have left is Luna v Titan Epilogue, which is going to have a lot of characters in it. And then after that, I don't know, thumbnails and whatnot. I mean, I'm done there, so I might as well just bring this up and, yeah. We'll end it early. Why not? 2 minutes early. So thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. Let me know how you feel about me potentially playing Super Mario 64 in 11-minute episode intervals on a daily basis. Something I might consider doing if I can maybe get an adapter for that setup. But if you enjoyed today's episode, or thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out their playlist, and of course, previous episode of Game Crafters right over here, and the most recent episode of Subnautica right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.